Hey everybody, another day and I have another question. When was the last time you took an inventory of your time spent during the day? Just for a day. When was the last time you did that? I recently, about a few months ago, read this book. It was called 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Brannan, I believe. And it is absolutely an amazing book, and I really suggest that you all pick up a copy and read through it. But the question I'm asking is for you, and in many ways, is the existential question. And the question is this: if we do have limited time on this planet, and by the way, we do have that, right? So I need that awareness first that, hey, I don't live forever. I have finite amount of time and presumably infinite things to do or waste my time with. So my question to you is, when was the last time you took an honest inventory of your time? And based on that, how are you going to manage it so that you have the most fulfilling life, but the way you choose it, not from by external influences or external pressure. So choose your time wisely and don't follow the myth. Don't follow the myth that everything has to be done and everybody has to be so busy and you have to work 17 hours a day or 36 hours a day or whatever they talk about. At the end of the day, there are 24 hours in a day, and you need to be mindful of how you spend your time. Let me explain my situation, and that's why I share. Beside the fact that I read a lot, but I also want to share my experiences with you. So the day for me, when I look at my time on a daily basis, there are many times that I fail and I realize that I have wasted here and there a few minutes, a few hours here and there. But the more I am more aware, the more I become mindful of how I am spending my time and not wasting it. So I choose what I want to do or not to do, and I never overload. So be aware of those pitfalls, okay, those rabbit holes. For example, you're at work, you are known for a person who answers your email very fast. So before you know it, you got 100 emails in your mailbox. You answer them all in one day, and the next day will be 120, and the next one will be 150. And this is unending. That is, you can call it efficiency. I call it a waste of time, because at the end of the day, whatever we decide to do, it comes with a cost, a consequence of our time being spent somewhere else and not where we want it to innately. Like within ourselves, that I want to spend my time with people that I want to. I don't want to spend my time in the office anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times when you're younger and you have to focus on certain things that you do, career, schools, and all that. And you must spend your time focusing that, because at that time is the most important thing for you. But that cannot completely overwhelm your life for the rest of your life, especially in middle age, because I'm assuming that whoever is watching this video, you guys are, with middle age between 35, 45, or, up, and especially middle age. I'm 54. I said it before. So here it is. At this time, my time is now limited because I know that I have less sunset ahead of me than I just spent in the last 54 years. So I need to be very, very picky and mindful and very discerning of how I am going to spend my time. And I want you guys to think the same way. If you have that awareness, you can shift that, do the things that you love the most, and spend time where you want to spend time, and try to shave off those moments, those time wasters that you don't need to have at all. So be aware, always, always be aware. Another thing is when you plan to spend your time in the future, be aware of that as well, because what is future? Do we have guarantees to have the future? There are no guarantees. I love the fact that my colleagues and friends and family say, oh, I will do so and so, I will do such and such when I retire, when I do this, I'll retire. And I will climb this mountain when I retire. I will go traveling when I retire. But here's the fact. There are no guarantees. Things about bucket list. Bucket list is a myth. There are no bucket lists unless you get them done now, today, tomorrow, the next day. The earlier that you can do them, the better it is, because there are no guarantees. I am a perfect example of a person who've known many, many family, friends, colleagues around me throughout the years that they have passed away and their life got short because the life circumstances and because this is the nature of life. We are here, if we are lucky, 4,000 weeks or 4,700 weeks or 33,000 days or more or less, little bit. But the truth is, there are no guarantees. And you have probably the same view of that. Your friends and family and colleagues and neighbors, you must know people around you throughout the years that they had shorter life, way shorter life, from early teens to 70s or 80s, but no one knows when we are going to check out. So the idea is, don't wait. If you want to do something, you get it done. The sooner that you do it, the better it is. Don't create that bucket list and keep piling bucket lists in there, because at the end of the day, that doesn't really exist. That's good for Hollywood and movies and stuff like that, but it doesn't really make sense. So this idea of the most precious commodity that we have, time, that is limited, let's use that to our advantage. Let's focus on that. Let's always think about what it is the most important to us, to you, and to me, in whichever way. For me, it may be different than you, but the idea is the same. Always, always think about that and start living the life that you want in a way, and spend your time in a way that you want. And think about that question that I asked you again. When was the last time you took an honest inventory of your time? I hope you're well. I will see you again in the next video. Be well.